Hi all! The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the controversy surrounding coffee as well as highlight the learning objectives for this module. As you progress through this week's material, you'll be learning about the history of coffee and where and how it is produced today. By the end of the learning module, you should be able to identify the common controversies that surround coffee. You should also be able to identify and explain both sides of the child labor and violence issues regarding the production of coffee. Finally, you should be able to form your own conclusions about child labor and violence after reading the provided articles. Coffee is consumed in a volume of about 151 million 60-kilogram bags per year, creating a large market for the product. In an effort to stabilize price and production, the International Coffee Agreement was signed in 1962 by participating countries. Essentially, it was an agreement between coffee-producing nations and coffee-consuming nations to set production quotas that would keep the price of coffee relatively high. This translates to a lower poverty level in coffee-producing nations, which is strongly linked to less child labor, violence, and crime related to coffee production. Unfortunately, in 1989, participating countries failed to agree on production quotas, resulting in the U.S. backing out and the agreement ending. The termination of the International Coffee Agreement led to violence in coffee-producing countries as well as child labor that continues to this day. Beyond increased violence and child labor, drug trafficking has also risen in these countries. Here are some additional statistics related to the production of coffee that should be considered when formulating your opinions regarding the controversy surrounding coffee production. As you can see, the coffee industry is one of the top 5 production areas for child labor, and a notable trend you should be identifying is the connection between increased poverty and increased child labor. Furthermore, child labor has its own set of consequences besides violence, including lower education. This creates a continually increasing level of child labor as education opportunities vanish for the next generation, forcing more children into labor.